start. Perfect. All right. Let's move that out the way. Great. All right. So let's start off sitting in whatever position feels comfortable for you. And as you make yourself comfortable, start to notice the space you're in. Becoming aware of if there's a little bit of a breeze, or if it's still, if it's cool, or it's warm. Noticing if you're in a quiet space or if the space is maybe a little busy. And it is what it is, and there's no need to change it or label anything as good or bad. You're just observing. Noticing any smells. Just allowing our senses to be a little active, come into play. And then slowly drawing inwards. Bringing your attention to your physical presence, your physical body. And noticing which parts of your body are in contact with your mat. Noticing which parts of your body are in contact with maybe the floor or a support, or neither of those, or something else. Noticing which parts of your body can feel the breeze in the skin. And if that changes, the movement of the air or your surroundings change. And as you become aware of these different sensations, allowing the spine to become a little more alive, noticing how it wants to grow a little taller, feel a little more open. Allowing the shoulders to soften. And just to follow the breath in and very slowly out. So just allowing the breath to flow in and very slowly out. And then see if you can place the hands onto the knees for this evening. And take 3 deep breaths down into your knees. So as you inhale, imagine your awareness, your breath traveling down your arms to the palms of your hands to your knees. And as you exhale, imagine the breath spreading out from the knees. Inhaling from the nostrils, down through the body, through your arms, to the palms of your hands, down into your knees. Exhaling, feeling that energy spread from the knees. Let's do that once more. And see how it feels this evening by keeping the awareness or drawing the awareness back to the knees whenever we do a posture. After those lovely deep breaths, slowly release. Bring the palms of the hands together. Get the hands nice and warm, rubbing them. Cup them over your eyes. Take a smooth, full deep breath. And slowly out. And again, rubbing the palms of the hands together, getting the hands nice and warm. And this time as you cup your hands over your eyes, look into the darkness, allow the warmth from the hands to penetrate your eyes. And then blink the eyes a few times as you move your hands away, shaking out the hands. Go, welcome everyone else who has joined. And then from there, let's stretch out the legs, shaking out the legs. Circling. Getting a bit of movement through the legs, through the ankles, and then circling in the other way. And point and flex a few times. Right, so we're going to see if we can keep our attention or keep drawing our attention back towards our knees this evening as we work with our postures. We'll start off working with the right leg. So we'll draw the right leg towards us and we're going to do as if we're doing the sitting Kapatonasana. You can interlock your fingers, slip your hands behind your leg. And on an exhalation, just gently draw that leg towards you. And as you inhale, flex the foot, extend that leg out. And it's as if it's touching the ground, but it's not quite. So as you exhale, that leg comes towards you as best as it can. And as you inhale, you're extending that leg away. We'll do that another 2 more times on this side, noticing how the knee feels. You might find that as you start releasing through it and straightening it, that there might be a little crack or creak every now and then. This time when the leg is extended, let it stay there. Flex that foot again. And then point your toes, flex and point. Do that once more. And then release that leg. Give it a little bounce. And then let's move to the left side. So slip the hands behind your left leg. As you exhale, draw that leg in towards you. As you inhale, extend that leg out. And again, it doesn't matter how far that leg comes towards you. All you want to do is get a little bit of movement going, a little bit of a massaging into that lower abdominal area, so that descending colon down on that left side. And again, maybe noticing if there's a little crack or a creak or movement in this knee. How comfortable is it feeling? Keep it extended and then point and flex a couple of times. Press into that heel, pull the toes towards you, and release it down. Give that leg a bounce as well. Moving into Kapatonasana, your cobra. Soles of the feet come together. If you're already quite warm and you want to just hold your posture, go ahead and do so. If you feel you need to flap those wings for a moment, do so. Then when you are ready, you can settle into your posture. Again, you can hold your knees, your ankles, your feet, whatever works for you. Inhale, feel that you can lengthen the spine. And then as you exhale, close your eyes and allow yourself to relax into the posture. So wherever those legs and hips are going this evening, that is absolutely perfect for you. Don't force. Just sinking into it. And remember that if you sit on a block or something raised, a folded up towel or blanket, it makes this posture so much more bearable, so much more comfortable. And on an exhalation, gently tilting forward. And on an inhalation, coming upright. And it might be a very, very small movement this evening if you're feeling tight. Or it might be a really big, fluid, flowing motion if you're feeling loose and open. So again, adapting and adjusting your postures to where you are. The state you're in. And that goes pretty much for each and every posture we do anytime. After you've rocked back and forth a few times, stay upright again. And then from here, we're going to keep the right leg where it is, and you're going to gently wrap your left leg behind you. If you are on a support, you may just want to come off that for now. And then we're going to take it into rocking this hip. So we're going to gently rock this hip forwards, and then see if you can rock that left hip all the way back. Feel that you can lift and then draw that hip back. Right. You can use your hands to support the movement a little if you need. Again, how open, how tight is it feeling in this left side? Is there any discomfort in a knee? Remember, if there is any tweaking in the knees, please adjust the position of your leg or your foot. You do not want any pain or discomfort there. You're working into the hips this evening. Slowly releasing and allow that buttocks to settle back, and then we swivel over to the other side. So you can bring your left foot in, and we just take it into Kapatonasana. Notice how the two sides feel, two hips, and then swivel over to the other side. Softening into it, taking the attention into that right hip this time, and feel again that you can lift, that you can bring it forward, and then draw the buttock back without causing stress or strain on your knees. So if you need to, you can tell on this side I need to adjust the position of my leg a little because there was a little tweak in the knee. So doing that. Moving comfortably and freely. And noticing what is happening with the breath. Is there a smooth, comfortable rhythm to your breathing? One or two more times. And then when you're ready to release, bring that leg forward again, back into Kapatonasana. You can slip back onto your support if you've been using one. Great. Super. And this time placing the hands onto either side of your foot. And you just gently tilt forward. And you may want to walk your hands forward as well. And if you feel you want to walk your hands all the way forward and release the forehead down to the mat, go ahead and do so. If you feel you need to stay upright, then you stay here. We're staying here for 4 smooth rounds of breathing. So you can close your eyes. Inhale smoothly and deeply. And exhale smoothly and free. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. We lengthen the exhalation. Exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once more. Time. And after your nice long exhalation, inhaling, coming all the way up. Bring those legs together and give them a very good squeeze. Super. And then from here, this evening, we're going to come and lie on our tummies. We're going to work with a few rounds of Bhujangasana, the cobra. And then from there, we'll move on again. So a couple of variations. We'll start off getting comfortable. You can turn the toes in and the heels out. Slip the hands under the forehead. I'm going to lift my head so that you can hear me, but as you lie there with your forehead resting on your hands, you're going to take 3 smooth breaths into your belly. So as you inhale, feel that your belly is expanding and pressing against the mat. And as you exhale, feel that you're able to relax and release. So inhaling, feeling the pressure of the belly against the mat. And exhaling, releasing that Lovely. Right, so from here, we're going to wrap our right arm behind our back. So you just need to let it rest in the small of your back. You need to let the elbow relax as well. Your legs are going to be straight back and your forehead is going to be resting on your left hand. So right arm behind your back, left arm under your forehead. As you inhale, you're going to lift your forehead and your left hand. So your hand is going to stay in contact to the forehead and your right hand is going to stay in contact to your lower back. And you're just using that as a reminder to press the pelvis down towards the ground as you lift, so that you're not compressing into your lower back, but that you're lengthening it out. Your exhalation is going to lower you back down. Right, so we'll do 4 of those on this side, and then we'll switch over and do the opposite arm. When you're ready, on an inhalation, feeling that you're able to lift. And as you exhale, slowly lower. Again, inhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pausing, very slow exhalation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax completely. Inhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax completely. Do that once more on that side. Inhaling, feeling that you can lift nice and slowly to a point that feels comfortable for you. And then exhaling fully and completely, really, really slowly, taking your full breath to come all the way down. And then when you have come down, slip both hands under the forehead, turn the toes in, let the heels drop out. Take a moment to compare how the right shoulder, the right side feels to the left side. Noticing how the lower back feels. And then we switch over arms. So swooping the left arm behind you if you didn't work with that one. Right hand under your forehead. Legs go straight back again. Remember, you're pressing the pelvis down into the mat and you're pressing your legs down as well. Nice smooth inhalation as you lift up to about a count of 4 or so. And then a nice, slow, long exhalation to come down. It is controlled, controlled, controlled. So inhaling, coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pausing for a moment. And then coming down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And feel that you can relax completely on the feet. And twice more. Again, in your own time. Last time, smooth inhalation to come up. And it's a slower movement, slower motion coming down as your exhalation is a little longer. Once you've come all the way down, release your hand. Now push yourself up. Exhale, take yourself back into a child's pose to stretch and release out the back. So any version of your child pose, if you need a bit of space for the abdomen and the chest, spread the knees. Notice how the shoulders feel if you've got your arms stretched out in front of you. Lovely. And then when you're ready, sliding back down onto the abdomen. Right. Preparing for the next posture. This time we're going to see if we can interlock or grab hold of the hands. If that doesn't work, then just grab hold of your tops. So we'll start off. The right arm can come behind you again. So this time we're going to see if you can now move that hand up your back, kind of as if you're doing the cow face arm. And then the opposite arm, your left arm, you're going to see if you can find your fingers to clasp. And if not, you just grab hold of your shirt, or you just let your hand rest on there, or if you've got a strap, you can grab hold of the strap. All right, from here, same as before, inhaling, keeping the head neutral, Lifting that left elbow, coming all the way up as high as you feel comfortable. And then a really nice, slow, long exhalation. Control the exhalation to bring yourself back down. Keeping the head centered, keeping the arms centered. I'm going to just talk you through it. So as you're inhaling, you're lifting up into a version of the cobra, and then as you're exhaling, coming down slowly, slowly, slowly. Inhaling again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming down with control, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On 6, relax completely. Once more, breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, release, relax, let the forehead rest on the hands. Comparing shoulders, how they feel. Remember, if there are any issues with the shoulders, this might not be a movement that will work for you. And then this time, sweeping the opposite arm behind you, grabbing hold of your fingers. If you can clasp them, you clasp them. If not, then you just grab hold of your top or a strap, whatever you've got, or you can just rest the arms where they're comfortable. On an inhalation, you're lifting the opposite side, coming up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep going in your own time. There's a nice sense of stability in the pelvis as you gently push down. Feel that you're not causing discomfort or strain in your neck, keeping the neck long and soft, the jaw soft. If you find the breath is too long, then you make it a little shorter. If you feel it can go longer, you make it longer. Adapt. And if 4 or 5 rounds is too many, then you do feel. So this is probably the last round you are on. Exhaling, coming down slowly. And once you've come down, you can release. And again, push yourself all the way back into Mandukasana, your frog or your child's pose. Have your arms out in front of you or under your forehead. If your head needs a bit of support, stack your hands. Let the elbows come forwards if you have got your hands under your forehead, and breathe into your shoulders. Softening, relaxing, releasing down into the earth. And then just sending your attention back down into your knees, noticing how the knees feel. Super. Right. Releasing the spine after that little back warm-up with the variations of the cobra. We'll take it into Chakrabakasana, the cat stretch. Knees underneath the hips, hip width apart. Hands underneath the shoulders, shoulder width apart. Fingers nice and widely spread. Inhale as you open up. Exhale as you round. Sucking under your chin, sucking under your tail. Inhale as you open up. And exhale as you round. Continue a few more rounds in your own time. You all know this movement. You should all feel fairly comfortable with it. Again, if you feel you need to just change it or make it a bit more dynamic, you can always circle the hips and the pelvis. Especially if you feel that your hips or your waist has been a little tight or you've been sitting up today. You may just feel that you need a little bit of a rotation. Again, always just doing what comes naturally or what feels natural. And the more you practice your yoga, the more kind of intuitively you'll start to move with time. Always listening to that intuition, just allowing it to guide you. Last time. And then back to neutral. We're going to take it into the expelling breath. For this one, the knees can come a little closer together. Remember that the inhalation, your leg extends straight back. As you exhale, forcefully you're breathing out forcibly and you're moving quite fast the leg and the nose towards each other. So you exhaling out through the mouth. We're going to do 4 on the right side, 4 on the left side. Breathing in. The last one on this side. And then 4 rounds on the other side. Inhaling. Left leg goes back. Last one. And release. You can sit back onto your heels. You can keep your eyes closed. Observing the breath, observing the chest. So you might notice that there's a bit of activity or busyness, or maybe there's even a feeling of lightheadedness after that breathing. Letting everything settle with 4 smooth breaths. Here again, you might just want to rest your hands comfortably onto your knees. And take 4 breaths into those knees. Inhaling the air down the arms to the palms of your hands, down to your knees. Exhaling, allowing that energy to spread from the knees. 3 more breaths. And after those 3 breaths, you can open your eyes again, or those 4 breaths, you can open your eyes again. Then you can come back onto all fours. Taking whichever leg works for you, and literally we're going to just be drawing that knee forwards and in. And then, what's it called, tucking under the toes, and then pressing the buttocks back again. So you get a little bit of a stretch through the calf and the Achilles tendon. So bringing that leg forward. And then rocking back, forward, and rocking back. A little bit of a movement, a little bit of a dynamic movement. Right, we change it with, so we're coming forwards and then extend the legs straight back. The leg comes forward, tuck under the toes, press back. And comes forward, leg goes straight back, leg comes forward again, toes tuck under, and we go back. Forwards, extend back, forwards, tuck under the toes, and press back. Gentle, slow, comfortable, fluid movement with that leg. And release. Give that leg a little bit of a shake. I'll swivel around so that you can see the same thing on the other side. Opposite leg, same thing as before. The knee comes to the chest. We release back a little, tuck under the toes, and allow the buttocks to move towards the heel. Depending how open or tight that leg is. That calf is feeling. Just a gentle movement. It's a little bit of a strange feeling. You're kind of going forwards with that leg and then back. And you're kind of like all squeezed into yourself the whole time. Once or twice more here. Breathe in whichever way feels comfortable, actually. There's no right or wrong way to breathe. So you need to take the leg back. So extend the leg straight back this time. Swing it forwards, tuck under the toes, swoosh back. Forwards, extend, forwards, relax back. Forwards, stretch back, forwards, press into the heel. Forwards, lengthen, forwards. This is 2 more. Feeling also that there's a little bit of weight bearing on the arms as you do that, sneaking that in. shaking out that little leg. Perfect. Releasing back again. Right, Mandukasana, the frog. Now we definitely need to be opening up into the hips. Feel that you can bring the big toes together. Allow your buttocks to really sink back into that base. You then lift and lengthen the spine. And then as you exhale, you're going to tilt forwards. And watch that your buttocks doesn't lift up with your heels. Keep the buttocks back, pressing back. And then you can walk forward. And you're welcome to stay on your forearms. For those who feel that they'd like to go a little bit further, you just slip the elbows out to the sides. And those who feel they want to stretch and lengthen through the arms can extend those out and back. So choose which of those 3 variations suit you this evening. And stay in that position for 4 deep breaths. Inhaling to a count of 4 this evening. Exhaling, lengthening that exhalation to a count of 6 or possibly even 8 if you can. Long breath. Releasing, relaxing, softening. If there's an area of tightness, you can breathe out into that area. You can breathe into that area, releasing the sense of tightness from it. If you're feeling quite soft and smooth today and there's no area of tightness, maybe just send your attention down to your knees. One more full breath in and out. And releasing. So from whichever posture you were in, you can come up again slowly, bring yourself all the way upright. Bring those legs together. Leaning back to drain the sinuses for a moment. Then we'll take ourselves into Adho Mukha Svanasana, our downward facing dog. So from all fours, you're going to come onto, or you're going to press yourself up into the posture. Right, so tucking under those toes. Inhale smoothly, and as you exhale, pushing up, and you can relax your head and your neck. If your hamstrings and your calves are feeling nice and tight, maybe just cycling out those legs. Again, doing whatever feels right and comfortable, as long as you keep the integrity of your spine, as long as you keep the spine long. So it really doesn't matter how bent your knees have to be. Please think of keeping that spine long. There's nothing worse than having a rounded back. So really adapting, adjusting the position of your legs and your knees so that you can get the length through the spine. And then from here, we're going to transition into Kapatonasana, the pigeon. So to come forward so that you can see a little. So from here, we're going to lift the chin and head, and we're going to bring the knee, the right knee, between the hands, or now I'm too far forwards for you. You're going to bring the knee between the hands, and your back leg is going to be straight back. Let's see. All right. Right. Making sure that you're comfortable here. If you can, you're going to spread your fingers, you're going to press down into the ground. Feel that, like we were doing the cobra, you're just gently pressing the pelvis down so that there's a bit of a length through that lower back. You can, again, place your hand in to remind you of what you were doing. So you want to avoid scrunching into the lower back. You want to feel that there's a little bit of a length. Chest is opening. For today, we're keeping this knee at a pretty much a not quite 90 degrees, what's that? Just bent in. And it's hinged right. So we're not going to take the foot out to the side, we're keeping it straight underneath us. The back leg extending straight back. The chest, we're opening up, and the shoulders are gently rotating towards each other and sliding down your back. Opening up the chest. And breathing into the opposite side. When you're ready, you're going to be tucking under those left toes. Press down into that foot, lift the knee, press up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. You're down facing dog once more. You need to cycle out those legs, go ahead and do so. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So from here, you can just extend that back leg, that left leg back and up, and then slide it through your hands. Should be quite easy with that dynamic movement we were doing. The opposite leg, I think it's your right leg this time, is extending straight back. And you need to see if you can press the palms of your hands down into the mat. You're going to keep that foot underneath you. So this leg is locked in, chest is open, draw the shoulders back and down, chest open. And just notice what is happening in your lower back. Are you compressing or are you able to open up? And see where that is for you. If you need to come onto your fingertips to create that feeling of space, do so. For some of us, it's more comfortable to actually walk the hands forwards a little and lower the chest away and work with kind of tucking under the tailbone there. Chest where you need to be. The spine is long, the neck is free. The breath is smooth and easy. Three more slow, long breaths in. And after those 3 breaths, tuck under your back toes. Press down into your hands. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, push up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, your downward facing dog. Lovely. There we go. That's looking great. 2 more smooth breaths there. And then coming back down. Coming back into your back legs, maybe just rubbing those little knees a little. And then you're going to be taking ourselves back into that posture, seeing if we can maybe go just a little bit further, or seeing if we're able to relax into it a little bit more. So back onto all fours, tucking under the toes, pressing up and back. Inhale, take your right leg back, or the first leg that you worked with, and then exhale, swing it through. We're still keeping that foot directly underneath us, and we're going to extend that back leg back. Press down through the hands, open the chest. Everything like we did before. Back of the neck is long. If you are feeling comfortable here and you would like a little bit of a challenge, you seem to see if you can lift the back foot off the mat. If that is too strong in the quadriceps, or into that psoas muscle, then just leave that foot back. If you're happy here, take that leg up. And that's all we do. Nothing more, nothing fancy. We just allow the pelvis to feel heavy, to sink down, the chest to open, and the breath to move and easy. Variation of Kapatonasana, our Pigeon Pose. And release and good. Up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, your downward facing dog. Just spin around again. And then we do the other side. Left side, inhaling that left leg lifts up. Exhaling, allow that leg to swing through. The right leg goes straight back with the leg you didn't work with. So as you can ground down through the hands, find a comfortable position as you just gently ease the right hip forward, the left hip back. Right, if this side is feeling comfortable and stable, then you can allow that knee to bend as you work it through. And as you inhale, imagine your breath traveling down your body, all the way down to that back knee, all the way down to your front knee. Noticing the change in direction, one going backwards, the energy going backwards in one leg and forwards in the other. Doing that twice more. And after the second round, release your leg down, take your toes and push up and back. Kapatonasana, your downward facing. If you want to cycle those legs, go ahead and do so. Lengthen through the spine, relax the neck. And then bringing the knees down to the neck. Taking back to the heels, release the rest in your hands. And you can come and sit comfortably. And whichever position works for you, you may want to just stretch those legs out. Taking up the hands. Using a forward bend as a comfortable counter pose to that pigeon posture. You can allow your knees to drop out to the side and just fall forward to pose. So there's not too much of a change or difference in those hips. So releasing the head down, relaxing the head and the neck, and just rounding and releasing into it. If you feel that your chest needs a little bit more support this evening, close the legs and maybe just hold on to your feet, ankles. So wherever you need to be. Sometimes it's quite nice to have space for the chest and the abdomen as you release forward. And then coming up slowly. I need to move a little bit closer to the screen. You can make sure that you're sitting comfortably wherever you are. We'll do a little bit of pranayama, some breathing, and then we'll get into relaxation. So, sitting in a comfortable position, whatever that means for you. You're not going to be here for very long, just a few minutes. Sitting comfortably, allow the buttocks to settle, allow the spine to lengthen, allow the shoulders to relax. The nature is very noisy on my side today, so let me see if I can just close this window. Okay. Right. Inhaling, feeling the chest expand. Exhaling, the release. We're going to be lengthening the exhalation tonight. Maybe just placing the hands onto your knees again, if that feels appropriate. We're going to be inhaling to a count of 4. We're going to try and exhale to a count of 6. We inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In 1, 2, 3, 4. Out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's extend. Out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In 1, 2, 3, 4. Out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In 1, 2, 3, 4. Out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Continue now in your own time. You can count ahead. Remember that as soon as we start to lengthen the exhalation, it starts to create more of a calming effect for us.